welcome to another episode of Mystery AFL Theatre 2.014K. This week we're looking at Collingwood and their big win over Essendon on ANZAC Day. If you'd like to watch the game along with us, you can go to AFL Smart Replay. Full instructions on how to get there and what to do on the clickingballs.com website. And if you line it up, press pause, go set it up, and we're about to press play in 3, 2, 1, and we're away.
I do highly recommend you actually watch it without commentary, rather than there's no commentary.
I don't know if it makes sense really otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, we don't tend to do a lot of play-by-play. You may hear random shit happen, like about that hairstyle, that shit.
The samurai.
Yeah, the undercut went out in late 90s, I think.
It barely came in.
Oh, it was a massive hit back then.
Wasn't it just?
So ANZAC Day, yeah?
ANZAC Day. It's the biggest home and away game every year.
So there was a bit of a debate about which game we're going to choose, but
yeah, we thought about it. We thought about the late season win over Port, but end of the day, it doesn't matter where these two clubs are on the ladder. ANZAC Day is their biggest game of the year.
It's funny, you hear the crowd right now.
Yeah.
It's the biggest crowd for the first minute of the first quarter. Maybe even including the grand final, because everyone's still getting into it, kind of. But from the very first second, the crowd's just roaring. It's ripping into it.
And it's always you get 100,000
at the G
footballer fans at the G, and you can hear a pin drop during the minute silence.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
It says a lot about the people.
But that's the essence of AFL, though. Like, if you haven't been to the MCG with 100,000 people there, you've missed it. You've missed out. You have to do it.
Especially ANZAC Day, where you've got the public holiday in area, obviously, but you have the march in the morning, and so people have been out getting hammered the night before. Yeah. A lot of people get up for the dawn service, and then
2 up all morning. Yeah, straight from the footy.
Beer, breakfast, and
am I right now that Melbourne Storm play in the afternoon? Or play in the
I think so, yeah.
So, which is brilliant from their point of view.
It's smart. Just go across the road. Especially Melbourneites, they don't care.
Oh, and you see thousands do it. Like, they just make that pilgrimage from the G to
the bridge.
Amy Stadium.
Well, they were doing double memberships with Collingwood, where you'd buy one ticket and get free entry into the Storm game afterwards.
Yeah.
The MCG into.
I have a feeling it was
in Melbourne.
Day.
Yeah, something like that.
Chapman sprayed the shit out of that one.
Didn't he? Which is a great idea because who's not going to? Oh, yeah, may as well go across and see it. It's a good thing for the Storm. They're not going to overtake Collingwood.
Yeah, and I mean, chances are after Anzac Day you're going to go to a pub and probably watch on TV anyway, so you may as well sit across the road.
Actually, what do you think about Chapman? I reckon he's been a pretty good recruit for us, hasn't he?
Much better than I thought when they announced they were going for him. Because I thought he was good in his last year at Geelong, but I thought he was starting to show the signs of age, atrophy. But he had a great year.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had that same sort of idea. But to be fair, he still kept quiet in the pre-season, didn't say too much, just put his head down and did the hard work.
Yep.
I think too, he could make that sub-position, like, revolutionise it. Just have that, come on, 3/4 or the last quarter, grab his quick 10-20 touches, not probably 10 to 20, but each one of them would be telling, because everyone else is tired and slow and he's old and tired.
So he's up for a trade with the Bulldogs, you reckon?
You only allowed one sub, not 15 of them.
He's always been known as a big game player as well.
He is.
It's a good reason.
And he's not under the side of crowds that the rest of the players are.
Very true.
Still. We still don't know what the fuck's going on with that, do we?
Lost interest.
Honestly, I was willing to stick with it for a fair way because I'm thinking, you know the players are healthy, you want to know they're okay. Now, honestly, no one's died. Fuck it.
Just for the sake of having it over.
I think everyone just needs to just meet in a meeting hall, have a few beers, and go. Let's just fucking call this shit off. Let's just go.
Yeah, and the thing is, who's responsible from the management side of things? Yeah, give them their penalties, let the rest of the guys play footy.
A lot of them
let's move on. That's the point. Why are we fucking going through all this shit still?
But anyway, that's Essendon, not Collingwood. We're finding it hard to talk about Collingwood, mainly because none of us want to.
Well, actually, leading up to this game, I was thinking about the positives I could say, and To be honest, as much as I probably don't enjoy staying it, there's something to admire about Travis Cloke as a throwback to the old style full forwards.
And that he can't play another position on the ground.
Well, the only thing is if he can kick straight, it'd be something to really get excited about.
I've said it before, with his entire career, if he could kick straight, he's Wayne Carey.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That level.
Yeah.
And his one-on-one body is spectacular.
His hands are great.
It's the best.
Yeah, his hands are great. There's no doubt about it. But it's just, I don't know, is Charles Barkley cured his golf swing yet? However he's done it, he just get into Travis Cloke's ear and try and fix up that kick because he just gets the yips.
Charles? No, he hasn't.
There's any cure for that.
His tee off is still tolerable.
Still tolerable.
But yeah, and I even saw an article during the week, I think it was on AFL.com, that it's all between, even Travis Cloke knows, it's all between the ears.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Maybe he needs, transfer to Gold Coast or somewhere and get left the fuck alone and go about playing footy.
Well, no, he signed a big contract, didn't he, to stay?
Yeah, he did too.
It was a long one too.
Yeah, drawn out all year, but he stayed. So, and I reckon worth the dollars.
Good grab.
Yeah, you haven't seen that much from Danaher, but every now and then he shows that little glimpse of something he might become.
Yeah,
that must be so frustrating for Essendon supporters to see a Danaher at Essendon and just have those moments where he is a superstar, but then he just goes missing.
Yeah, I remember when we got a Burke at Richmond.
He is.
Can you even remember his name? His first name? I'll give you a tip. It wasn't Wally, because that's all we called him was Wally Burke. Yeah, that was his old name.
No, I do not.
Exactly, because we always called him Wally Burke.
Yeah, always Wally Burke.
Was Wally.
Actually, you never knew where the fuck he was. There's always someone else telling him, "Hey, you got the bowls done."
Holy fuck, they kept him on.
Yeah, he kicked the goal and kept him on. I'll tell you what, there's a matchup you're going to see for the next 10 years.
What's that?
Frost on Danaher. That's going to be great. I reckon he had a great year, Frost, for a couple of years in the league. And Lee Brown had a horrible year with injuries, so the Magpies were lacking a bit of experience down back. And he stood up and really showed what he's worth.
He just looks like a Mortal Kombat character, like with the white hair. His name's Frost.
Yeah.
I've said he looks like Brock Lesnar if Brock Lesnar had never found a gym. He just has that.
Or if Lesnar didn't eat venison while it was still moving.
A vegetarian Lesnar.
Actually, that's pretty good. We'll run with that. That should be a Peter ad.
Collingwood next year I'm a bit concerned actually. I think we're going to really struggle off field without Lumumba to tell them how to live their life. I'm just concerned about the lads. They're going to be lost.
Wins and losses, it doesn't matter, but where is their spirituality going?
Exactly. What is the point of all this? And sometimes you just feel like a plastic flag blowing in the breeze.
Did you hear his speech at the Collingwood Best and Fairest?
No, I listened to 30 seconds of it and I couldn't even go through it as a joke.
I do respect the bloke that stands up for his principles. I just don't think he knows what they are half the time. I think he just wants to stand and say something.
I think he stands up for standing up.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
Sometimes you got your principles that you stand up for. Yeah. Sometimes you stand up and then you try and find your principles.
Yeah.
And look, I'm saying that as somebody that didn't listen to what he said. So.
Yeah, and I mean, he's no Ricky Williams. Let's be honest.
It's now to a 3-goal lead. They've taken the break initially.
Yeah, it's a jumped out of the box. And Razor, mate, you're front and centre. You're really looking after that ball. I like that. You're
supposed to do it on your whites, mate. Get a big cherry stain down the groin.
Yeah, it's kind of loose tagging from the capper. And I don't think
he was holding his wrist for a bit then.
I don't think we saw that loose tagging from him later on in the year. Because I reckon he's developed into probably the second best tagger in the league. After Crowley, obviously.
Yeah.
How many people have you applied that to in these? Who else did you say was the...
Well, last week we watched Gold Coast and they played Collingwood.
Oh, bugger.
And guess who I said it about? McCaffrey, same fucking bloke.
There you
go. Fucking guy.
There you go. I don't know how many Collingwood supporters would listen to this and the Gold Coast one.
If they did listen to it, probably won't listen to anything after.
I highly recommend you do, because apparently I didn't.
So, ruck stocks, Collingwood, a bit concerning. They've got Jared Witts and Heath Grundy. And Heath Grundy's a player that gives his all, tries hard,
Yeah.
He's handy around the ground, but he's not the biggest ruckman go around.
No.
I actually don't mind Grundy. I reckon he does okay.
I think he's alright, but you're not going to make a strategy around him.
No,
you sort of work around him as opposed to plan around him.
Ruckman need to have ability to go forward. They need to be able to kick a few quick goals as well as be mobile around the ground.
Not even an ability to go forward, but an ability to do something else as well.
Yeah,
that could be going forward.
And like, the ability to not do anything stupid is an ability for Ruckman in itself.
Very true.
That's a bonus.
There's not many where if he's open, you go, yep, sweet.
There's a sight for sore eyes, for crying eyes, I should say, for Collingwood fans with beams running out of the packs.
Yeah.
It is no more.
Yeah, they got Greenwood.
Yeah.
For probably the first 3 rounds till he breaks down. But yeah.
Oh, that's a
good
nice
punch.
See that Blair? Really?
Oh,
It's done well there.
Jesus, some desperation there.
There's Wicks the other rocker. Because I'll tell you what, I'm glad there's no clash between these two black jerseys, Guernseys.
Yeah.
Collingwood do get a bit antsy when there's clashes with Guernseys.
I don't imagine Essendon are much less precious.
Oh no, actually, it's a toss-up as well. Who's more precious about their Guernseys?
Yeah.
End of the day, I reckon just do it, just change it, sell more merch. Who cares?
Yeah, just...
It's not like they're asking them to wear clown suits.
No, they should.
And if they were, make them good clown suits.
Speaking of which, the price for a fucking Guernsey isn't cheap these days.
Isn't it?
You see what's gone up to?
Yeah.
$130, something stupid like that. It's a fucking singlet.
There is a 1 month window. It's about October. It's the only time you should buy a Guernsey.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you get last year's patches or bloody sponsors logos, but who gives a shit? You get a Guernsey for $60 or $70.
$15.01.
Yeah, just enough for that kick.
With that, do they take it from where the kicker kicks or from where the mark is?
No, where the kicks are from.
Yeah. So if you run back 20 metres, kick it to a bloke.
Kick it to the man on the mark, it's a mark.
Yeah.
Nah, it's from where it kicks it. Just easier that way, I think. Oh, not bad coming out of the pack, but geez, one hospital handball and then it's going back the other way. So the ANZAC Day specialist stitches up our office.
It's alright, this is debutant with the goal, wasn't it?
His first one.
ANZAC Day?
The winner, I think it was his first.
First season or first game or something like that. Whatever it was impressive.
Speaking of ANZAC Day debutants, you know who else was one?
No.
Sol.
Oh, really? That's right, it was too. So.
And he played for the Allies the same year, I think.
He did, absolutely. Got picked from the reserves to play for
that's right.
the Allies.
Apparently he was the only one that wasn't injured.
Injured.
Yeah.
It's hard to put the quotation marks in tone only, but they were certainly there.
I reckon people got it.
Harper.
This is the Collingwood game, you've got to make sure.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right too, actually.
About hour ago, you said you're a bit worried about Collingwood, with the number.
Yeah.
But this is round 6, and Collingwood were, I think, pushing top 4 or in the top 4. And at the halfway mark of the year, they were really dangerous.
Yeah, they were.
And then they had one of the worst injury lists I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's no one can deny that. They have a shit ton of injuries.
Oh, that's going to happen this year too. They'll be top 4 contenders for the first 6 rounds.
And then injuries?
And then they're just going to fall away. I don't know whether there's going to be injuries or whether Buckley's going to have no idea where he is.
There's a big point of contention for this year with Bucks.
And when he gets that tap on the shoulder, when Eddie has to say, "It's not me, it's you. You have to leave." It's going to be there's going to be just not a dry eye anywhere.
Objectively speaking, taking on the Collingwood hate, by the way, they had this is a big shame that they had such an injury toll this year, because it felt like this is the first year where Buckley was coaching his team.
Yeah.
It wasn't the team he inherited from Mick Malthouse. He cleared out a lot of the rat pack, as they call them, and guy got retired, or I think was delisted and couldn't find another team. He's sure they moved on for on-field disciplinary reasons, pretty much. But also, coming towards the end of his career. So there's a lot of those players that you hear rumours aren't happy with the coach, and now it felt like he stamped it and said, "This is my team," and then it was going well, and the injury struck.
Yeah, and
I just couldn't get it.
I mean, even if you don't like him and you want to see him fail, you want to see him fail because it was his fault,
yes.
not because he's unlucky.
Yeah, if that's your hate, that's what you want to see happen.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
You want to see him be not good enough.
You want him to do it himself and build it himself.
Yeah, exactly. It's looking like he'd be the second dynasty.
Grundy's a good second after that.
It was. Grundy's almost what Josh Fraser should have been.
Yeah.
Still playing?
No, he should not be still playing. But he's that undersized ruckman. They're trying to say, he's a ruck rover playing a ruckman. But, one was a rookie and the other one was a number one draft pick. So your return on investment is a little bit better with Grundy, I'd suggest.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably the best thing they got out of Josh Fraser was whatever Gold Coast gave him. So
I have no clue what they gave him, but it was worth it.
Yep. But it's 20-0. But Collingwood have been playing hard. They've done some good things. It's just they're finishing off, and their last passes at the end of good play has been missing.
Yeah. Coming out of the pack, they had two good handballs and one bad one. And one bad one's the one that cost you.
Well, their ball winners aren't getting much of the ball either. Like Swan, Beams, Pendlebury.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them.
Beams had a good
control disposal,
a good snatch, but it seemed like they're just struggling to work their way into like a seamless sort of style play.
But where also the defense,
that's
Essendon's defensive pressure has been fantastic. It's like
what you would expect in the first couple of minutes of ANZAC Day.
Yeah, but Collingwood haven't had a chance to get their head up and look forward. Like even here, he doesn't have a chance to think, all right, there, I'm going. He's planning 4 kicks ahead.
But a lot of time, it's them that they'll play best when they're acting on instinct because you've trained for these things, and as soon as you have to make the opposition stop and think, that's when they'll start making mistakes. Is they get in the flow.
And bounces up the ball. Bad luck.
What do you get picking for there?
Ball up.
Oh.
Unlucky. That was a great tackle. He bounced up like the rubber man. He was going to snap that through for a goal, no worries. Yeah, the old double ruckman trick.
Here we go. On the board.
On the board for a single, as Brayshaw would say.
That's funny. Must have been a cracking day for ANZAC Day this year. It was sensational.
That's what you want to in the footy. You don't want the weather to play a part.
Yeah.
That's a spectacular score.
Even as a supporter though, like, how hard must life be? Sitting at the G, you've got a
day off,
a pretty ordinary, moderately cool beer in your hand, watching these two teams beat the living shit out of each other.
And the people in the crowd.
Yeah, that too.
Side control going to the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't need to think about forward entries.
Yeah.
Overrated. Gee, that's a good palm off.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's funny the slack that Dane Swan gets from the media and stuff like that. Does this a good look for football? And he's speaking at a pub where some gangsters was present or whatever. At the end of the day, he just plays footy, doesn't he?
And he plays it bloody well. And I think it doesn't matter what you think about Collingwood, generally he's the one guy where they're just like, you just can't really either love him or hate him,
He's a quality player.
But there's not many people who don't support Collingwood that don't like him.
Exactly right.
That you actually want to call a friend anyway.
I've got a theory too around everyone hates Collingwood.
Yeah.
I've got a theory that the 90% of people that hate Collingwood is their second most hated team.
Yeah.
It's a bit funny like that because, Carlton and Essendon are the two, the big ones. We hate each other. ANZAC Day and Carlton Collingwood, the old enemies.
Yeah.
But Carlton and Essendon want to beat Carlton and Essendon more than anything in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Collingwood's a very close second.
That's true.
Anybody else that hates Collingwood hates someone else first?
Yeah, and for me, it was always the Crows. But I mean, then there was Port came in, so they sort of took that spot, and especially, not being Victorian by birth, being New South Welshman, you don't have those innate rivalries already there.
Yeah. So, as a Richmond supporter, who do Richmond hate most? It's probably Carlton.
Umpires.
Tambling.
Yeah, Tambling.
Recruiting manager.
Usually we hate one of our own most. Could be Danny Foley. Could be.
It rotates through.
Yeah.
But it's Richmond.
Yeah, it's Richmond.
See, and then Collingwood after that.
Yeah, pretty much. Robert Walls, that's one. Yeah, we fucking hate Robert Walls.
And North, they're happy if anybody notices them. Everyone hates them.
Yeah.
No, they hate Essendon most.
It's kind of like Adelaide trying to play rivalries with Melbourne. It's like we've got Sydney. Like, we don't. It's like this little brother.
Oh, you mean the city?
Yeah, the city. Yeah.
City, yeah.
Oh, the old kick a Vic or something.
I don't know what they say because we don't give a fuck, to be honest.
But it's one of those one-sided rivalries. It's the same New Zealand Australia.
Yeah. But it's kind of like when Sydney will say something about Melbourne, and there's Adelaide there going,
Yeah, now's good too.
You tell them, Sydney.
It is amazing how Dane Swan, how much he waddles around and still gets space.
Yeah.
Must be just so well balanced.
I think he's camouflaged.
He's certainly giving it a go. That is criminal.
The thing is that he walked from like the wing down to that spot, and that dude just found himself open, just thump.
Well, that was Keith there, but that's certainly not Keith's man. So somebody else has turned around or just been subbed off, and let the old man go wandering. He's got a shot dead in front.
And that's 5 goals for the year.
Does as he should.
Tell you what, take a good team to come back from here.
Or Collingwood.
Eddie Ryder. Oh.
Love to see him out of Essendon, Guernsey. Can't wait.
So did he, apparently.
So it's going to be a very interesting year for Collingwood in 2015 because, like we said, Bucks has finally got his team, but what do? And if they go up, then he's a champion. But if they go down, how much does the goodwill of the years with Eddie, how much does it extend?
Oh, if they make finals,
safe.
I'll step back and give Bucks congratulations.
I think finals is par.
Yeah. If they don't make finals and finish ninth by percentage or something, you could probably say, well, rub the green, there's a few close ones, whatever. But I think they're going to come a little bit further down than that.
And if they do, if there was any other coach, any other team, the questions we asked, and he'd probably be, checking out the wanted ads.
Oh, yeah. Any other coach and they're not in the top 8 after round 10, they'd be gone.
With 2014, you can excuse. They, like we said, horrible injuries, but jeez, it's going on a while.
Imagine when they do knock it. Malthouse is just going to collapse.
Well, he's not doing much better himself, so
no.
I think that's the.
But he's got a job.
Bit of a lose-lose situation happened there. Jeez, you've got to stand on the old man.
Yeah.
Still going to get kicks.
So was a dummy.
Yeah, made it a bit easy. Bit easy for him there, ain't it? But, younger players, it's going to happen. Yeah. That might have been young, actually.
Young player?
No, literally, young.
Oh, young.
That's a nice grab.
That's a beautiful grab. Just plucked it.
Okay, that little jog backwards, pretending he's not really impressed with himself.
I mean, play's still going, but if I can sneak a look at the big screen.
He did have a quick look at the scoreboard, yeah.
That's Hooker manning up close. Hooker had a great year. I don't think he made All-Australian full-back, but he was certainly in contention for it. So,
who was All-Australian full-back?
I've got a feeling it was Tyler, but I could be wrong. From Adelaide.
Really?
You can look it up if you like. Does he run around? I think he runs around in this one. No, I don't. Yeah, it's hard in those transitions once they start to spread out. Everyone's zipping around. Who's got him? Who's got him? Someone's always left holding the bucket. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few Collingwood people at the pub that are starting to think about what they're going to be doing in the second half. You just got 6 goals to nothing kicked on you in the first, 2 minutes left to go. Not feeling that confident.
You have to be a pretty optimistic Collingwood supporter, or one that doesn't understand math.
Yeah, if you're getting on and putting their bet on in the play right now, you hate money. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's panic stations on the boundary line just yet, but Jesus Christ, you'll be feeling it. And this is also the first year, I think, first or second year, geez, I've gone blank now. Pendlebury is captain with Nick Maxwell stepping down. I think it's the obvious choice.
Yeah.
Pendles.
I mean, it seems like, I don't know, leadership's one thing that Collingwood's never really struggled with. They've always had a good...
No, they picked the right leader, not the best player.
Yeah.
They had Burns and Buckley and now Maxwell. And I think Maxwell was a bit of a... caught a few people by surprise when they named him.
Yeah.
But look, for me, probably 15th best player at his best at the club, but the best captain possible.
Yeah, I was definitely the right choice.
Just a bloke that other players look up to for his work ethic, his ability to keep everyone else in line, and that's what you want in a captain.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need to be the best player 24/7. Just when the game's on the line, he's pull the players in. He does it.
Yep. And he's an even better media personality. He's great when he's on the radio because he just tells it like it is. And you get, I even remember he was talking about some vitamins or something on the radio. He goes, I don't want to mention them in case I don't think they're one of our sponsors. Now, you say that's a bit of a wanky thing, but at least he admitted it and just said, that's why I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah.
It's just that honesty.
Yeah.
I appreciate it a little bit. But yeah, he's really good value. And I hope he doesn't go into coaching so that we can get him as a media personality.
Yeah.
Because God knows we need some good media personalities.
Yeah, I think we're struggling across the board in all formats of sport, I think.
You know the one who frustrates me the most is Luke Darcy. Not because he doesn't call the game well.
Say that again.
The one who frustrates me the most.
Say that again. Say that again. No, you don't remember the interview? Okay.
Not for that, but just because of this.
Really?
Every time he starts sentence,
you just ruined it for me. Because I guarantee you, I've never noticed it with Darcy.
Every fucking time, it's like, yeah, he's done really well. Oh, here he goes again. I can't unnotice it. So, everyone listening, I've just ruined Luke Darcy's commentary for you.
Exactly, because I haven't noticed it, but I guarantee you now, I'll hear nothing else.
Yep.
Drives me nuts. I'll probably ruin Triple M in the mornings for you as well. So, sorry.
I don't listen to the radio.
To answer earlier question, Talia was the All-Australian fullback.
I thought it was.
Surprisingly, Collingwood only had one player on the...
Pendlebury, I imagine.
Yeah, on the interchange.
Pendlebury on the interchange.
Bit rough, you know. A bloke who only played half a season got on in the forward pocket. In the row position.
I mean,
how can a bloke who only plays half the season get in?
Round 16, he got through.
Yeah.
And he was, I think he was about 20 votes ahead of the Brownlow at that stage. Yeah.
Do you think they just pencil Ablett in every year? I mean, you know fucking well.
I reckon a few games they'll pencil in at the start.
Well, what I found interesting is by doing these podcasts is watching the games and then trying to pick 3 votes.
It's bloody hard.
It's really hard, and then you start thinking, well, who's the best players in the team, and what do they do? And
geez, there's a hard bump there from Gundy. That's good to see. Yeah, you do kind of go, oh, okay, who are the 3 best players normally? And
did they do anything? And
that's where you start.
Yeah, and like for me, I start trying to remember who the players actually are.
Yeah.
I guess though the umpires also include the fairest portion. So, all right, who's the one that didn't mouth off to me the most?
Yeah, I think the umpires choosing it makes it not the fairest to begin with. I think that's a bit of a.
It's why
fuck up.
In the 600 seasons Brent Harvey's had, he's never looked at a good look at a Brownlow just because he's such a mouthy little shit.
He finished second 1 year.
Really?
Harvey.
He was
Lee
up there.
Harvey.
Lee Harvey.
Oswald.
No, I don't think he did finish second actually, Brent Harvey 1 year, because I think that the Channel 10 before the game, they told him he was going to finish second. I think I remember it because I put $10 on it. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he hasn't ever got that close.
So with 5 goals at quarter time, I wonder how many of you guys were swearing at the TV and are still watching, or
gone to the 2 up.
Yep.
And if you haven't gotten over it quite yet and smashed the computer,
You're still on one.
Yeah, just listen along. We might mention what's going on. I don't know. Anything that happened. It's an ANZAC Day game. It's massive.
We spoke about Nick Maxwell, who's hung up the boots now. It's a shame he didn't get a farewell match or anything like that, but you know, when you get to that age and the body gives out, it's
what happens.
One of the shames of the thing. That's what happens. They lost a fair bit of experience out of 2014 moving into next season. So we've got Maxwell, Luke Ball retired. Great pickup for him. I mean, they won a premiership year after they picked him up, so you can't complain. And he's just a class player anyway. Dane Beams, like we said, I'll probably talk about that a bit more later on. Absolute gun midfielder, and the next heir apparent after Swan and Pendlebury. And unfortunately, he'll be playing his trade elsewhere.
Is he up at Brisbane? Is that where he's going?
Yeah, he's going up to Brisbane to play with his brother.
They're going to be strong midfielders up there.
Yep.
Yeah. Mind you, they've been struggling for a while.
Yeah, those fucking
Hertia
bastards.
Lumumba. And I reckon we could talk about an hour on. Just his playing ability, a polarising figure. He can look $1 million, and sometimes he can stuff everything up. I do remember watching one game against Geelong in his last year before, and he absolutely tore it up.
Yeah, he's done some really awesome things, but...
And then sometimes you go, mate, where is your man?
Yeah, and that's the thing, he seems to be playing really well when he's in the open.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He is very
Doesn't
good.
everybody,
though. Yeah, that's it.
You know, his pace for a guy his size is fantastic.
But he has had some quarters that he's played and has changed the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both ways.
But you know, you've got to take the on-field with the off-field, and some of the stuff he does off-field is brilliant as well.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it can be a little bit of a distraction, but
the thing is, at the worst, he's annoying. You know, that's it.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair enough.
He's not going out getting drunk, he's abusing people. He's got good intentions. It's just a bit patronising.
He's no Jenny McCarthy.
No.
No, he's no Richard Dawkins either.
40 to 3. One of my favourite ones was, I think he playing against Geelong. He yelled an insult at Tom Hawkins, and it was a little bit close to the mics.
Yep.
And he went on Twitter to say, just to clarify, I didn't call him a faggot, I called him a fat fuck. Jordan Champ, that was my proudest moment of Hertia Lumumba's career.
I would have had more respect for him if he had said, I called him a fat faggot.
I think he may have clarified that because there has been those rumours about Tom Hawkins.
Yeah,
but apparently,
with a dozen other AFL guys.
Apparently, there's nothing further from the truth. He's known as a bit of a pants man.
I have heard that as well. So I think it's just part and parcel of being an AFL player. The rumours one way or the other, or
it's just
sideways.
It's bound to happen when you suck penis.
Not just that, he's not gay, but the bloke who's sucking off all.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
But you can have your cock in it too.
Wrong letter.
Damn spell check. Still, you hate it when it mucks up the microphone like that.
Autocorrect.
Let's see.
Palm off.
They've also said goodbye to Quinton Lynch. Don't know why they picked him up in the first
Was that
place.
this year? Huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
He might have played 1 or 2 games for the entire year.
Yeah.
He was broken at West Coast.
Yeah.
And they picked him up, and it was a mistake.
I think at West Coast, at his best, he was spectacular. I remember he tore up a couple of games with just the ability to kick the long goal.
Yeah, he got along, but he's a big unit, but he moves like a glacier.
Yeah.
And he reminds me of Sylar from the movie, the TV series Heroes.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
You mean from the first season?
Yeah.
The only one anyone else watched because everyone bailed out after that.
Yeah.
You know, there's Heroes Reborn coming out this year too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But anyway, the big Q stick, the other glove.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to Heroes.
Oh, he's got the other one. So he and Cloak could have shared a set.
Yeah, I don't know if he wore the left and Cloak wore the right, or
I think that might have. Well, I think he did have left. So maybe the sponsor just said, "Here's one set."
Off the bench, comes in for the spoil and a massive tackle.
Well,
so the big Q stick retired. I don't know if anybody noticed, but he did. And on the same token, but totally different, was Ben Hudson, who retired as well. Who again didn't play many games, but
had a great last name.
Yeah, but he, I think it was the 3rd time he's retired.
Really?
He retired at the Bulldogs.
Shit.
And then Brisbane convinced him to come back as a playing coach type of thing. He went, all right, I'll go and play a year or 2 at Brisbane.
Not so much a Cloak.
Then he retired at Brisbane, and Collingwood convinced him to come as a playing coach. He's like, yeah, whatever. So he was more a coach than a player.
Does he just tell good jokes, or
he must have. He was quite good in the interview.
Yeah.
But, he was an old school bulking ruckman and ended up playing at 4 different teams. Not a bad effort.
Morale counts for something, so if you got one person that can give the lads a laugh and...
Yeah, apparently one of his responsibilities was dishing out the fines.
Fuck that cunt.
No, if somebody did an interview, there's a $10 fine. That kind of, those kind of fines.
Okay, yeah. Fucking 8 parking inspectors.
It's Rob Blyden.
Was it?
Yeah, Rob Blyden.
Yeah.
Oh, good body.
So, yeah, I was always a big fan of Benny Hudson. He was a good lad. And he's still... he's coaching somewhere else, so I can't remember where though. He could be back to Brisbane, actually.
Is he rock coach or?
Yeah, he's rock coach. Which is what he was doing.
The old flick pass. Oh, they've called it.
I wish the Seattle Seahawks could have seen that.
He did travel more than a yard.
Speaking of which, that was a fucking crazy Super Bowl.
It was brilliant.
Did you watch it? Holy shit.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Fucking hell. And like the whole playoffs were like that.
Yeah, they were.
There was Tampa Bay and Dallas. There was Seattle and... Well, they played to get into the...
But I mean,
anyway.
You've got the best running back in the game. You've got to make a yard.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's first down.
Yeah.
But 20 seconds left. I mean, at the same time, if he catches that ball, he's a hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And he's got the rest of his life to think about it.
Yep.
But imagine if, like, the Chicago Bulls back in the day were 2 points down, 10 seconds on the clock. Who gets the ball? It's Jordan every
Charles
day.
Oakley.
John Paxson. There was, I don't know what we're talking about American sports, but anyway, there was when Jordan retired.
And we line out the first goal of Collingwood's.
One game where the game was on the line and Phil Jackson called him in and set the play up for Tony Kukoc to have the shot. Scotty Pippen said, "Fuck you, it's my shot." And he went, "All right, no, it's Tony Kukoc." He goes, "It's my shot or I'm not playing." He goes, "Sit on the bench then, son." Tony Kukoc took the shot, kicked it, sunk it, and he went, "You'll win."
Yep.
Jordan came back a couple of years, and Scotty was much better as the second tier. Anyway, another miss. Collingwood, 4 points on the board. It's 14 minutes to go in the second.
Essendon's midfield really has had the ascendancy so far.
Absolutely. That's a great handball.
And I think it's just come down to Essendon's pressure when they don't have the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been pressuring the ball carrier. They've been just really no more than a couple of steps away from all their players. They've been doing brilliant like that.
Yep.
And just being conscious of if the ball gets turned over, where am I responsible for?
Well done.
It's funny now they just say where am I responsible for instead of who.
Yeah. Jesse White.
Yeah.
He's got one.
There we go.
Good pickup or not, Jesse White?
I think it hasn't been a bad one. It's still yet to be proven whether he's going to stand out, and I think it hasn't all been. No, I would say it's a good one. Yeah,
good one so far.
Good. Yeah, so far so good. And I think it's really going to. It could pay dividends this year. Yeah.
It just feels like forever you're waiting for Jesse White just to be the superstar he looks like.
Yeah.
There's all the tools there, but just not quite put it all together.
It's like he goes missing for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fitness or if people just figure him out too easily. If he's not terribly creative or he's just fucking retarded, I don't know. But
and it could be all
the above, yeah.
I think a lot of it is also Clerk gets the prime choice.
Yeah, but I think Jesse can play a role from the wing going forward. I think he's different sort of.
Yeah, he's a different sort of player.
He's a big unit who can move. It's just you just question sometimes what's going on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Good grab.
Man in front. Beautiful. One grab. Oh,
what?
No.
Free kick back at where it was.
There must be nothing that shits off a full forward more than that. Got a goal, got a mark, get in front, and then turn over because someone else is being a tit. Grundy, nowhere near it.
Well, yeah, it's good chasing. Yeah, the old chaos ball. That's always better than sometimes than the
bomb.
Lob and hope.
Especially when it's not working, you just throw a little bit of randomness. And if you've got good small forwards, sometimes it's a better strategy. Because, I mean, you're kicking in against, some pretty good defenders. So.
Yeah. Like I said, Hooker was one of the best fullbacks of the year.
Yep.
Oh, he paid it a throw.
I think he paid in the back.
In the back? Yeah, a bit rough, I think.
A bit rough. I mean, those ones, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. You can lift your arms up, but it still looks like it's in the back.
Yeah.
That and, I mean, forward lines get a bit fucking soft, to be honest. So, fucking. It's just like, go back to NFL, quarterbacks taking a slide, just seeing that, I don't know, makes you think less of them.
Yeah, but
I'm taking a knee.
It's a $40 million
when they rush and then slide before they get tackled.
Yeah.
Rather than taking tackles.
Yeah. I mean, it's the smartest thing to do, and
at the same time, though, when you're going to the shops in your Rolls Royce, you don't nudge the other car out so you get a bit of parking space, do you?
Yeah, true,
well,
but I mean...
If you a fucking Rolls Royce, maybe you do.
Yeah, if I could afford a Rolls Royce, I wouldn't buy a Rolls Royce. Let's get this done.
I've heard from Hooker on Twitter and stuff like that he just cringes every time they show Lance Franklin running down the wing. Fucking goal. I reckon if I was an Essendon player, I'd send it to him once a week.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if
it's an interesting kid.
AFL allowed Twitter like the UFC allows Twitter. Just let them go for it, build the rivalry, you got to sell the match, get stuck into it.
Swanee loves his Twitter.
Yeah, he does, but he gets told off for it too much, so I think he's going, fuck it.
I like how they, the scrutiny he's under, disproportionate because of what it looks like.
Yeah.
How he's getting those drug tests all the time.
Yeah.
Random drug tests that he seems to always get.
The old jumper punch going.
You don't think they're testing him for steroids?
No. Yeah. And I mean, after seeing him at the Brownlow that year, I don't blame him, but I wouldn't call it performance enhancing.
There he is. Look, there's a pudgy little waddler, get that much space.
Yeah, and he signed. When did he sign his extension? Was it this year or the year before?
I think it might have been during the season.
During the season,
During 24 weeks.
Because there was talk about him moving, and to be honest,
I mean, look, any team in the competition would take him.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, if he was going to go, he would have gone before that contract was signed, a while ago.
Beam's left. If Swanee goes, about 3 tattoo artists are out of business.
It doesn't look like it, but Cloak's level with him.
Really?
When he takes his Guernsey off, yeah.
I bet it's all like barbed wire.
Or is it,
it's all angel wings and shit.
Yeah.
This side up, get milk.
I don't know. He's one of the players he looked wrong in
Either that or his old man's got advice and he's had it tattooed across his chest in mirror writing.
Your name is Travis.
No, I think he's got Travis, and the other two have got the other one, and the other one.
Or it's the contract he signed for his old man.
His old man, yeah. There's a nice step there, but not getting out of trouble yet, champ. Bang!
Now they've got the pressure on the base area.
Now look at him run through.
Stream away.
Oh, 3-man weave. That's a nice sweeping handle.
Again. Oh! Got to be more aware than that.
Yeah, you got to do the hurdle, son.
I don't think.
Keep going.
Oh, I think the hands was the one there.
1-on-1. Oh, a little hand in the back. Well, after he was on the spot. I don't mind that long bomb to a 1-on-1.
Yeah, no,
if there's 4 other people around him.
I would have given him the handball to the wing and then let a lead take place, but.
Yeah. There's something to be said for bringing him in the middle as well. But I agree with you. I reckon the handball along the wing would be better option.
The captain's 1-on-1. I say you're kicking the ball. Didn't work out, so I guess, whatever. Fucking.
Yeah, next time we're playing in an ANZAC game, we'll have to remember that.
It's on this year. Kicking balls ANZAC Day. Let the games begin. Table footy. It's like cross between 2 up and footy.
Cross between what?
2 up and footy. Table footy. You know, you got the 20-cent piece.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Playing in the club rooms back in the day.
Back before we had phones and shit.
Oh, I tell you what, didn't he grab that? I'm going the
barrel. He's like, yes! ANZAC Day!
It's just fell into his hands in the barrel position. He's like, I'm kicking a barrel, I'll decide where it's going later. Finally, Goldsack gets rewarded for a tackle. He got robbed in his last one, so he finally gets I reckon he's one of my favourite players at Collingwood, Goldsack. Just does, gives his all every time. Not the most naturally skilled player, but not a spud either.
He tries real hard.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
His best and his worst are very close together.
Yeah.
Not much range.
Oh, nice mark. Especially that sun in the eyes too.
Going well for lesbians.
That happens so damn often.
Lesbians?
No.
Damn it.
You know, what's his face with the dreads? You see him running along, getting the ball, beautiful, and kicking to the opposition.
Yeah. He just ran around him way too easy there.
Ooh.
Yeah, professional little nudge there.
First touch for Fletch, I think.
Apart from kick-outs for full back, it could very well be.
Oh, he's claiming it.
I tell you what, it looked like a mark.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, but I was just waiting to see where it came up.
Man in front gets paid.
So he's snuck up, I reckon.
He has.
In the last few years as sort of an average player to an above average player.
I think
since he went from Ferrari to McLaren, though, it could be interesting to see how he goes.
I think he's one of those people that definitely achieved above their potential.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's headed. Pretty hard work, but
I think he's developed as you'd hope.
Yeah, but I think he doesn't look like he'd ever be anything impressive. Like he doesn't play a role and whatever. You wouldn't be a game winner, but
he's not going to win a Brownlow.
No, but he'll win games.
Yeah, and this is a good grab, I think.
I mean, if it wasn't a grab, it was a free kick against Fletcher anyway. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd say so. Either way, I like paying the grab.
Yeah, and I think even if it's in that situation, it's a free kick, pay him the grab.
Pick up and
give him a stat.
Speed. Shit house kick. Great pick up. So you can feel the change in momentum in the game right here and now.
Yeah, and I think the crowd has a lot to do with it.
Now, yeah, it's starting to get excited again.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to give him a bit of a tickle.
43 to 37. If you haven't got the ball, you better be tackling.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Alright, so it's Heppel's kick, is it?
He's saying, everyone get down low.
Right. He's saying, which opposition member are going to kick it to now? Let's see. Will this get intercepted? No, he's gone short. He's done well.
It does look like he's borrowed his hairstyle from the Muppet.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure which one. There's somebody from,
Ralph.
From, who was it? Dr. Teeth in the Mayhem or something?
Oh, he's got like the white headband or some shit. I think I know that one. I know it's making shit up.
Electric Mayhem, I think it's the Muppets band. Yeah, love it.
That should be the halftime match at the AFL Grand Final.
Mascot match.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst. Better than having random international modicum of stardom.
Yeah, I reckon grand final sprint and then the longest kick. Keep it simple. I mean, what more do you need?
Well, you can combine the two. Have the longest kick and the sprint out of the ball.
Catch it, yeah.
Bring them back. Keep going. Next round.
I think we should have the homeless cup. You know, like they do with the World Cup. They have the homeless cup.
Oh, I remember they had that.
They do it every year. Yeah, they should fly the homeless people out from every country and they have a homeless cup. Well, you support the homeless, they do the homeless footy. They're sponsored by the Salvos, aren't they?
Okay, you might have some former players playing.
The Cracker Brothers are going to crack.
They still playing?
The Cracker Brothers?
No, the senior.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's a nice.
Oh.
That's well done.
Okay. Yeah, it's not touch, mate.
Oh. What did Gilchrist say?
Okay, this is stupid. You're not going to be able to see it. You know you're not going to be able to see it.
Until they can get the high-speed camera out everywhere, it's going to be fucking useless.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Imagine in 10 years' time where it's, camera technology advances enough that you do have the high-speed cameras everywhere. They'll be looking at this and going, what the fuck were they expecting to see?
Yeah.
It's just blur, blur, blur.
I reckon there should be a stopwatch on it. You got 20 seconds.
Yeah.
If. Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's touch.
But why didn't we go to that view first?
Yeah, that's a good point.
They should have, in cricket, we got the LBW cam. They should have that so it shows the path of the ball, the probable path, or even better, like in the tennis.
Yeah.
How they have the call for the serves and everything.
Yeah.
Just they zoom right in. They start zoomed out and then zoom right in on the hand and the football and
it's always the same amount of distance away.
It does seem to be that. I did see one though when it was actually dead even. Like the ball was nothing
over the line.
Nothing over the line. Nothing
between it. Well, I tell you what, I think okay, with that last camera view, that's the right call. But getting done for a goal like that almost picks you up.
Yeah.
In this situation, when your back's against the wall early on. All right, you kicked it a minute ago from a step further towards the boundary line. How does he go on a set shot? Fucking horrible haircut.
He's got to shave it, doesn't he? It's done. Just get rid of it all. Become more aerodynamic. There's a lot of bonuses to that.
That's
it's less than ideal.
It's a pity they don't drag players anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, it's just confidence, so he won't be scared to drag him. He just wanted to kick himself out of it.
Yeah.
But it's just not working.
It is one of those things you're like, I hope he's on today.
Yeah.
He's his first set shot. Fuck.
It was kind of like watching Richo. Richo was exciting.
Jesus. Well, it's good mayhem football, isn't it?
Yeah, and side bottom.
You can't practice that.
He's doing well.
You reckon when he was drafted to Collingwood, they just had a field day of all the nicknames we can call him. Metal House. Oh, it's going to be great.
So if you call your son Steel, he's got to be fairly hard, isn't he?
It could be a boy named Sue type of thing, you think? They'll give you a nickname like this, you're going to be in a lot of fights, therefore you grow hard.
Yeah, I know a bloke called Madison.
Bill Darcy?
Yeah, he didn't grow hard. He would have kept a height in high school. Geez, that is well done, though.
Yeah. Just keeping it going the right way. Yeah, the last 10 goals. Has there been 10 goals kicked? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep. See, that's good play from the capper there. Just get it moving forward. We'll figure out the rest of it.
Look at that tackle.
And
He turned around and he's right there, just ready to go.
That's just turning at the wrong time.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
That's right. He's very lucky that Watson went for a proper tackle and not a rugby style one, because he could have killed him.
Yeah. Oh, he had that lined up so well.
Jesus, a delicate little kick. It's interesting kick. 3-on-1 down at the bottom.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. It would have been about this time that people, Collingwood fans, would have been thinking getting white was one of the moves of the year. Is that a good game so far? Oh, get in there, Luke Ball. Jeez,
had every option and picked none of them.
Too many of them, yeah. It's goal sack, and that is officially a run now. 5 kicked against them in the first quarter. Now 5 in a row.
Do you reckon Goldsack or Mooney, toughest bloke to wear a headband in a match footy?
Bruce Dool.
Brucey Dool.
There wasn't any hair.
No?
No, Brucey Dool had a headband. These guys got hairbands.
It's, yeah, okay. If you want to say a hairband, who's the toughest? I think it's a nil or draw. Joel Smith used to wear one. Again, not a tough player by any stretch of the imagination, but...
That's like telling first place in a small stick competition is the winner.
Mooney was an angry bloke.
Yeah.
Probably why? Got a smoke. Oh,
Right, so we talked about the outs for Collingwood. Here are their ins. Well, two experienced players in Levi Greenwood, which we spoke about. You take that. Sorry about that. He's going to be a great midfielder. I mean, he's not as good a midfielder as what Beams is, but he might become that replacement. And a bit annoyed from North Melbourne's point of view.
Yeah. Look, I can understand. I mean, he's played in the Magoos so long, has one good season. You know, they've stuck with him so long, and I guess in his mind he's like, well, I wasn't getting the opportunities, but realistically he was pretty ordinary for quite a while there. But hey, that's
side bottom again.
If someone's willing to offer you the cash, especially going to a team like Collingwood, where you're
well resourced.
Yes, I think it's fair to say that Collingwood have a much better range of facilities than North Melbourne probably will have in the next 80 years. But mind you, I think North Mildura has better facilities than North Melbourne had a couple of years back. But football being what it is now, you can't blame a bloke for going to a team that's going to need him every week. North Melbourne, for whatever reason, didn't feel they did.
That's one thing. Just based on proximity, you think there'd be a really strong rivalry between North and Collingwood and North and Carlton? I would have thought that would have been the real rivalry, because they grew up.
It was North and Essendon because they were close. Because Essendon took all the North Melbourne zones back when they used to have zones.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bit of a side effect of North being one of the least supported clubs.
Yeah.
It's you feel like you're picking on the special kids sometimes.
Yeah.
And they just not enough there to back them up.
Yep.
And their other senior pickup is Travis Barco.
Yeah, look, I don't think that's such a bad idea.
You think he's alright?
I reckon they've got value there. Like, he's not going to be a great player. He's not going to do a crap load of stuff, but his 5 minutes per game can definitely be a massive help.
He's been robbed of his burst of speed through injury the last couple of years, but when he was on, but he was. You always felt like he was one bad season away from getting traded by Geelong.
Yeah.
And now he's finally left. But,
and the thing is, I'm just not sure where they're going to, or how they're going to fit him in. I'm not sure if they're going to try and make him a key player, or if they're going to have him as a part-time, maybe a sub or something like that.
I think it has to be a role player, like either a sub or playing in one of the pocket, rotating around.
I think if he's a starter, you're kind of just ripping off a young guy a chance to get in there and get the experience under his belt. Yeah. But you need to play a role somewhere.
I look at it as, if you think of it as straight swap, Lumumba for Varco, probably about value.
Yeah, no, I think he'll probably come out on top, to be honest.
I mean, I know one's a backman and one's more.
I mean, taking whatever they cost out of the equation, I think you'll probably come out on top with what you're going to do with Collingwood.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really count on
this.
Oh, he just gets caught up.
I think he got the knee to the buttock.
And one of the big juniors with a lot of hope on him is the father and son pick, Darcy Moore.
There's been a lot of talk about that.
There's been a lot of talk about that. And he's been touted as one of the best players in the draft this year, and kind of using the father-son rule, which is one of the best rules going around as far as I'm concerned. Got him for less than they could have.
I know that's been thrown up time and again in the development thing with Sydney, how they got their youth development.
The academies.
Yeah, the academies. And the rebuttal is, you got the father-son rules. I actually think that they're totally different. I think...
of course they are.
And wouldn't Sydney get the South Melbourne father-son rules anyway?
Yeah, they've never been disadvantaged by it.
Yeah. No, Gold Coast and GWS do, but tell you what, you trade the father-son pickups for, 20-odd first-round draft
I tell you who's going to get the best of it is Hawthorn. Fucking... Hasn't Croft got triplets that are fucking boys?
Yeah, I think he's got about 4 boys.
I think Sewell's got a couple of lads. I'm pretty sure... No, Hodge's got a couple of lads, I think.
Speaking of father-son, see, Warney's son took a hat-trick today.
Did he really?
Really?
I did not see that.
Was it yesterday?
Who were they?
Is he a leggy? And how many of them were blondes?
Yeah.
Fair to say all.
Did I steal your joke there?
Yep.
I thought I did.
But no, there's Shane Warne was at the match watching it and live tweeted it.
Of course he did.
He's been called out with that before.
I tell you what, we spoke about Swanee loves the Twitter. Nobody loves Twitter more than Warney.
Yeah.
Even though Twitter hasn't been so kind to him sometimes.
He doesn't mind a bit of fanboying on Twitter too, which is good to see.
About everything.
Yeah, about everything and everyone. A lot of the poker players.
Sorry about that.
So all tied up at half time. You can't really.
I would say it's 1 quarter each, isn't it?
Yeah, really? Say it's an even half by just dividing the quarters. That's it. But momentum counts for a lot, so you go into the second half with it.
As an impartial, this is what you want from ANZAC Day.
Yeah, exactly.
You want it to be a contest all day.
Yeah, like I don't remember what I was doing on ANZAC Day, but that tells me I was doing something fun.
I was watching the
So I would have been happy at this point.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a shepherd out.
Yep.
Gone a bit too much.
Just too far underneath the ball, I think.
Yeah, when the 44-year-old man is dancing around you, it's time to reconsider your defending ability. That's a great non-call.
It was, wasn't it? It was.
Twice.
Could have been a throw from Chappie. I wasn't quite sure on that one. Little scoop. Holding the ball.
That's I don't like that. Because he wasn't acting.
And I think it's got to be. It's only holding the ball if you had prior opportunity before you went to the ground.
Yeah.
Or if you'll be on the ground and you pulled it in. But someone else either reaching and grabbing it underneath you or someone else holding it in shouldn't be holding the ball.
Yeah, because they say, he's not making a legitimate attempt. He's like, no, he's not pretending to make an attempt.
That's exactly right.
Pretending, you get away with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you've got to respect that there's a fully grown, highly trained athlete holding on to his arms.
Yeah.
He's not going to get away.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's just silly. But, gets the game moving, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, but not in a natural way. It's more an artificial way. You don't want them to have involvement in just... it's like Kim Winslow standing people up.
Clinton Young, when he left Hawthorn, picked up free agency to Collingwood. Good on him. Premiership player for us. But I thought we'd seen the best of him. And I don't think he's really kicked on at Collingwood either. He's had injury problems, which he had at Hawthorn. So.
Yeah, he hasn't been. I mean, he's done enough. He hasn't been impressive. I mean, coming to a new club, you want to really, especially coming from Hawthorn.
This is his. He's left Hawthorn for 2 years, and Hawthorn's gone back to back. Never mind.
That'd have to be so hard, wouldn't it, as a player? You leave a club and then it wins a flag, and then it wins another one.
The only thing that makes it easier, I think, or the only two things that make it easier is one, he has already got his own premiership with Hawks, so he's got one in the bag, and two, he left with more money, so he's got a lot of cash, sitting in the old back pocket. That helps.
It's definitely something to dry your tears with.
Good tackle.
It is.
Love a chase down. Somebody show a bit of hardness.
Yeah.
Just
let it go. Let them sort it out.
That's the umpire showing a bit of softness. It's Razor Ray. Who would have thought? Let's have a look again.
He does seem like the parent that...
Let it go.
Kind of looks like Warwick Davis' older brother.
Kids are trying to figure things out, but they haven't figured it out quick enough, so the dad jumps in and sorts it out for them.
Yeah.
Like, no, here's how you build the Lego thing.
So, but wait, I want to see what happens. Let's try to see who wins.
Claiming it.
Good mark, I guess.
I was there too. No, mate. Come on, Fernando.
At the start of any year with Collingwood, when you're talking best and fairest, you kind of put Swan/Pendlebury, don't you?
Yeah.
See which one's the
Yeah. It's almost playing super coach and going Ablett, Pendlebury, C and by C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always mess that up. I get the gun midfielders, and then I have to go with never played a game rookies.
Yeah.
The other positions.
Can you take mark of the year? Can't take one on his own.
I mean, he's had a bit of a cracking 20 minutes. Actually, probably a bit longer going into the last.
Is that sideline?
Yeah. He's one of the key players to turn around.
He's done well.
Not so well there.
But I think especially coming in after half time, it's hard to really carry that momentum through. It's almost like a reset, but just that one or two touches straight at the start can really make the difference in picking up where you left off. Doesn't hurt to give it to Swan as well.
It's always a good option if you're a Collingwood
player. There we are.
Post. 1 foot. That was such a shame. That would be one of the team goals of the year.
Yeah.
I do love how the umpires really slap that post.
Yeah.
It's not, here's the post. It's not, this motherfucker. Right, here is the post you hit.
Isn't it funny when you watch like those highlight tapes from the 70s and stuff? The goal umpires just, it's goal.
Yeah. It's like under sevens.
And now it's like the bloody changing the guard at the
Buckingham
Palace. Thank you.
It's funny when I went to the footy with some Americans when I was at college, and their favourite part was actually the goal umpires. They're like, hey, man, what the fuck are those guys down there doing? I'm like, it's goal umpires. It's not fucking goal umpires? What do they do? They just tell you to go. You fucking kidding me? That's a job? That's not his job, is to tell you to go? What, you can't see?
In fairness, if you're an umpire, that would have to be
and
pretty
they were just
much
fascinated
the
by the singles. Hang on. Yeah, they was fascinated by the singles, like he's just a little goal point. They fucking loved it.
And then, like pulling the gunslingers out.
Yeah.
It does seem a bit redundant having the flag waving these days, though. Like,
2
flags up. The figure eight, and I put them on.
Just check the scoreboard, and if they fuck it up, just let them know.
Yeah. Pretty much, it is a throwback to the old days of old.
Yeah.
Just to make sure both...
Keep doing it, though, because it creates lots of just little distractions when they hit someone.
If they got rid of the flag waving, it'd be a blight on the game.
I think so, too. It's a horrible thing.
In fact, I'm actually going to go the other way and go, there should be more flag waving.
More flag waving?
Yeah, out of bounds, interchanges. Get it all happening. Half time.
Just semaphore. That's what you're a fan of semaphore.
Yep.
Maybe they should have 4 interchanges, like the old flag signals. So you have to actually spell out the player's name who's coming off.
Especially ANZAC days, they used to do signalling and shit in World War I, didn't they? Someone's job was to be a flagman, I'm sure.
You could fire off a couple of flares, make it an artillery.
Stocker, yeah.
How about to do an interchange? If they have to flag the number of times the player's number. So it's like, just one wave, that means number 1, come off. Like, number 44, you've got to hope that someone is paying attention.
They really, really wanted to fucking come off.
Or he's had a fit.
I was going to say, I'd choose 99.
Choose 0. That'll fuck it.
Got to go off the rated 0 flags again. I think we've seen the fault in this procedure.
Yeah, dumb plays.
Why can't you be number 0?
Well, maybe no one really wanted to. There's no logical reason why you couldn't. It's not that you hold up fingers to recognise a player's number in AFL or anything. I don't think anyone's cared enough to try and pursue it though.
Yeah.
No one's gone, well, I've been wearing number 0 since I was in under 7s.
Alright, what's worse, the samurai or the ponytail with the undercut?
The ponytail with the undercut. The
samurai.
samurai.
The man bun?
The samurai at least has an honourable history.
In Hicks on Gracie.
And he's done.
And it's gone.
So Dempsey's on.
Thomas Burnley.
Thomas is a sub for Josh Thomas is a sub for Collingwood.
It's funny how he just sort of marches in. Like, whoa, shit.
And let's just forget about that one.
That looked awkward from the first second.
Here's a sub getting his first kick.
He would put his hand up for it, that's for sure.
Good to see he earned it.
Oh, and Jesus.
Nearly as bad.
Put it out and touch, beautiful.
Oh. Why do they always lick their fucking fingertips?
They taste nice.
You grab a bloke on the Guernsey all the damn time, it's soaked full of sweat, they'd be salty as hell.
Oh, he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, this is true.
So you should see some of the girls they'd done.
How are those breaks? Oh, Danaher's still playing.
Yeah, I saw him actually trying to be tough before. It was funny.
So was that.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon he'd weigh? If it's over 80 kilos, I'd be shocked.
Not enough is the answer. Sorry, throwback to about half hour ago, we were going to talk about Darcy Moore with the father and son pick.
We were?
Yep.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Something I was going to mention is, like we say, big raps about him. And, he's looked like a champion in the under 18s and for those other comps.
So did Tamblin.
Yeah, Bearsman said that. I hope he does not play a game this year.
Yeah, you reckon
the Jack Watt syndrome?
Yes, absolutely. He doesn't look physically ready. And as a key forward, which is what they want him to be, they reckon he can run, mark, kick, do everything.
Yeah.
Geez, I hope just give him time to build some...
Become a man.
Get some mass. Just learn the ropes. You can't, there's value in taking it step by step and not just rushing and going straight to the top.
And I don't know, I don't know him, but I've seen the lead up to the draft and all that kind of stuff. It just looks like he's very comfortable with himself. Because big fish in the under 18s.
Yeah.
Well, mate, if you go out there right now, somebody like Daniel Merritt, knock you in the next week.
And you would. You would want to get the wood on that bloke from day one.
I say, well, Fletcher was still playing against his old man, so he's probably got a bit of beef. Hasn't settled yet.
You never know. Yeah. And his old man was a champion. He's got a lot to live up to, but I just hope maybe they give him 2 games this year against St Kilda or something.
Yeah. I mean, bring him out for the fans.
Give him time.
Stick him back in the box.
Yeah. And I mean, he's a key forward. They've got Cloak.
Yeah.
It's not like he's going to take minutes off Cloak.
Yeah.
He's not going to take any meat pies off Cloak either.
Well done. Just give him time. Otherwise, like you say, the Jack Watt syndrome, you put him out there when he's not ready, he can just destroy it.
Especially giving him leadership roles.
Especially a forward line player.
I don't know if he kept that in, but...
Holt. I wasn't sure if he just forgot which way he was going. He was just leading that way to go back and have a kick.
Go and have a shot.
Yeah. That's happened before. Wrong way. No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, turn around and run off.
Mm-hmm.
Stand tall, Keith. Well done.
Oh, they pay.
Paid
Good.
it. Interference or a mark, whichever one you
I
want.
think it was across the
I think
arm.
that's fair.
And that's better than thinking about it.
You didn't go around mark.
Speaking of Muppets, I reckon it's like one of the aliens out of Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Yip.
Yeah.
Him and Westhoff, because they never walk around, they can never close their mouths.
Yeah, actually true. They see like the corners of their mouths that turn down.
Joe Witts. You reckon his nickname's
Oh, look at that run.
Oh, what a chase.
That was a brilliant chase. Brilliant run. He should have been away, but the old chase down.
You wouldn't mind if somebody laid a shepherd on either, to be honest.
No, it would have been.
There we are. Swanee's going to put it on.
Look at that. You know, just a footballer. That's all he is.
Honestly, shepherding, most underrated skill in AFL.
Yeah.
Underutilised.
Underutilised and smothering as well.
Well, smothering is sort of more an opportunity thing. Like, you have to be in front of the player and everything.
Nah, bullshit. You can dive, you can run. I don't think there's enough effort. Honestly, people Superman diving for every smother. That's what stands should be.
Every player can put a shepherd on. Like,
Yeah.
if the bloke in your hand has the ball, you shepherd off a fucking bloke near him.
Yeah.
Instead of just asking for a handball when you're at arm's length away.
Yeah, man. The umpires when his back turns. The umpire a shepherd.
It has happened.
This just might be the best game I've ever seen Jesse White play. That's a nice goal.
It was very good, actually.
You're right. How many times you see somebody handball and you know, it's not a bad thing, but they run to get the next handball as well.
Yeah.
It was good. But
Yeah.
sometimes you handball it off, like Swanee just said. Do the right thing. No bump.
And that's what I don't understand is that, especially like the leagues that we played in, that was the bit that you look forward to the most. Like when you had this free line, like I get to do a shabby. Yes, this dude's fucked.
There was shepherd shirt fronts.
With elbows.
That was. We were taught to shepherd. That's what we were taught to shepherd. It was shoulder right in the middle of the chest.
And if you can get the little elbow out a little bit into the bread basket, all the
sternum.
Like a one wood off the tee there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just guiding it home.
Razor almost
kick that backwards.
Just about.
How did you do that? Tricky. Like my numbers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Down there throwing the body around.
Yeah, I don't know if bodying out in the ruck is your badge. Oh, well done, boys. Everybody shepherd.
You can body out a lineup at Starbucks. Is Starbucks still around? I don't even know.
Not in Melbourne anymore, I think.
No? Oh, there you go.
No. Pretty sure they packed everything up.
Right, replace that.
No,
with
it's still here.
I'm going to say, I walked past their Melbourne head office.
No, they shut down like a buttload of stores in Melbourne because Melbourne's already got great coffee.
Melbourne knows fucking coffee.
Yeah. And I think apparently they started opening up in Adelaide. It's just like Krispy Kreme. Like, you get the shit at 7-Eleven here and still no one eats it.
You were saying that when Krispy Kreme opened up in Sydney, 3-hour lineup at their drive-thru.
Jesus. I mean, I'm a fucking donut fiend, but they're not that good.
No, they're not terrible.
No, they're not terrible, but I mean, as far as donuts go, they're more like cakes than a
They're not
donut.
worth lining up for 3 hours.
Yeah,
No.
fuck no.
No. If I'm on Swan Street in the city and I'm walking by, I might get one of the Trollo ones, the caramel. No, I don't know.
If you say so, yeah. But yeah, whatever.
Apparently, Cronut's the way to go. We've already covered that in another one.
Apparently.
Loon in, can't remember where it is, but
New York.
if you go there and you're lining up, grab me one.
I tell you what, Dempsey's come on as a sub. Let's say it's been an ordinary day so far.
Yeah, he hasn't risen for the occasion.
Shit kick, tackle twice.
Well, he knows he's not getting subbed off, so he doesn't give a fuck.
I guess so.
he
might want to play
He
next
fucking
week,
hates
right?
war.
Oh, Thomas is on. And
Yeah.
That was nicely done there, actually.
I've decided that.
Ooh, nope.
Yeah.
It was a veteran move by a non-veteran.
Yeah.
That's Anzac Day.
Yeah, I don't like going home playing that far up there.
No. Love his enthusiasm. Just not where he's supposed to. Because this is where he's supposed to get it.
Oh, fuck it now. I don't know, Danny
I don't know,
just always seems stoned to me.
Yeah, he does.
And prepubescent.
Yeah.
Has he got rid of his high school acne yet?
No. And he's still got like rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
Seems like his half-time thing was like, oh, coach, you want to play football and stuff? Oh, but like, no one's kicking it to me.
Man, the oranges left.
I only want the green Gatorade. The red one's stupid. I don't like red drink.
Oh, Fanta. That was an interesting kick.
Now, was Grundy too slow,
Really?
or was the kick too wide?
The kick was too wide, but I mean, if you're going to kick it, you should already know Grundy's not going to move very quick to get there, so you better put it on his tip. Slow down, bros. Jesus.
That's not looking after him.
Why
mate.
would you handball to a bloke
I guess
with the guy about to tackle him?
You got a quarter of a second to make a decision, but jeez.
Make him right.
Yeah.
At least not that shit. Well, imagine when you're,
Chapper's like, just get the fuck off me.
but when you're that player, like the defending player, and you see your man is a foot away from you, the guy with the ball is looking right at him.
Yeah.
Your man standing flat-footed, just like, oh mate, you're gonna cop this.
Yeah, that's it. You feel so bad, handball it straight through, they're going, hot, hot, hot.
Because you're already in motion. As soon as you tackle the bloke.
Yeah.
The problem is if he doesn't actually send the handball over, you've already tackled him. It's a free kick.
Yeah.
That's good rock work.
No.
It looked worse than it was, but
It was worse enough.
they're going to play those kicks every day.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think you can get it.
Look in there, Frosty. You look like an oil check.
Yeah.
From,
Bit of testicle count.
It's like chiropractor.
What fucking chiropractor you going to? You have to do that position.
None, I'm training to be one.
That's sort of fucking chiropractor.
Don't tell my clients.
I don't know if you can call lonely businessmen in the toilet clients.
No, it's called clicking balls. So.
$20 is $20.
Clicking, not sucking.
Pop-up chiropractor.
Tackle.
Yep, tackle. More tackles. Bollocks, tackles. I still reckon Scott McLaren contracted AIDS during the season. Look at him, I swear.
For a bloke who runs out in the footy field for a couple of hours every weekend,
Yeah, he's
still pale.
He's running from the truth.
Well,
Maybe we can start calling him Magic.
as in Johnson?
Magic McLaren.
I tell you what, I don't think he'd be proud of that either. I mean, yeah, you did get hit high, but it wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald that got you.
It's just funny, the most time when you hit, you pretend it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
Back in the day, yeah. But then soccer came along. The Italian soccer team ruined that.
Look at him run. Go, you little waddler.
Whoever wanted to be Italian.
Italians. Well, and Romans.
Okay. Italians, they really just want to be Italian, but they can't because they're Italian.
Well, Australian Italian. They've got to go over there and then they're told they're not. If that's not 4X, I'll be stunned.
It's, I think Swanee was drafted number 68 or something ridiculous like
Was
that.
he?
Geez, got value out of it, didn't you?
I reckon.
You reckon there's some recruiting manager at Collingwood in the back office going, yeah, my call.
Yeah.
I picked that one.
I reckon
He's probably still dining out on it too.
his Guernsey sales would have covered his first year contract by a long way.
If they weren't all shoplifting.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they didn't just flog the Guernsey and then just flog the 3 and the 6.
Hey, it might be an old joke, an easy one, but still a fun one.
Fuck yourselves.
Yeah, deep in the beers tonight.
Out in the full, that one. Nah.
Oh, and here we got useless Cam. Actually, does look pretty good from that angle. Swanee run.
Cracker.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to give the goal umpire a high five there.
Well, wouldn't you?
That's a good point, yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
Goal umpires deserve a little bit of love.
I just want to see some positive reinforcement from the umpires. You know, they cop a lot when they're out there. It's good to see the players get around them, you know.
Yeah, that's like the same couple lot. Like.
Give them a hug.
Well, at least the old Rex Hunt imitation's over now. No one's been doing that for a while. They jump the fence
thumbs.
and do the thumbs up.
That's a shame.
Why?
AFL could do with more Rex Hunt.
On the
Said
field.
no one ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the field.
I was going to say, gee, Rex will be in the show next week.
Somehow I think
said
so.
that. Either or Brian Taylor, who's a poor man's Rex Hunt anyway.
No, you could have just stuck at poor man.
Yeah. There's a whole long list of things I'd rather do than listen to Brian Taylor. Includes poking out my eyes with a rusty spoon. Syphilis.
Speaking of poking out your eyes with a rusty spoon,
See, he's listening to you.
I like McCaffrey's just walking around. Yeah.
I'm still tagging.
Just let me bang, bro. Oh, there it is. Nice little header.
One of those things.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
And to be honest, like right in the ear there for Lumumba, that would have fucking hurt too.
Ah, yeah. I reckon he's alright. Get some carrot going.
Good for the team.
I don't think you can see it in Smart Replay. Oh, look, he's brought up stick. Brought up blood as well. I don't think you see the on-screen advertising in AFL Smart Replay, but I do think it's up there with OPSM sponsoring the umpires. That the Red Cross was sponsoring the blood. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, great bump.
That was beautiful.
I think
Chappie's handing it up. He's like, shit, I didn't get the free kick. Alright.
I tell you what, you look at Clinton Young running towards Paul Chapman, you wouldn't pick Clinton Young to be the one landing on his feet.
Yeah, no.
well done. I tell you, if there was a free kick down there now, Chapman would be up right that second.
Milksham. I know he's got a bit of a boxing. Oh, okay, yeah, did get him on the chin.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd stay down.
I think he got weeks for that. Yeah, but
I like it. I don't know why, but I like it.
it's not trying to hit him in the head.
No, it's just hard play. It's just
whatever.
good play. Yeah, but
That's a legal decision more than it's anything else.
Yeah, true.
I think some things are okay to be not 100% safe.
Well, it's a contact sport. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want people to get concussed. With the concussion rule, I'm fine with that. I think someone's concussed, bring them off, evaluate them,
That's all.
sort that shit out.
Yeah.
But when it's an incidental thing like that, where
They're both.
Wait, that was
contested.
the right move to make
Yeah.
in that situation.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
I think we spoke about it in one of the other games, but Terry Crews mentioned, they asked him about concussions and all that kind of stuff, and he said, what they do and whatever, you've got to look after yourself, and most of it is poor technique.
Yeah.
So you've got to, you're a footballer, you've got to accept that this is part of your job, and if you've got the right technique to protect yourself, that's what you do. If somebody goes out there swinging haymakers, different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looked like a good contested ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's not like every single bump is like that.
Yeah.
That's just the right play in the right situation, and there are so many different variables that led to Chapman being in the air and it got a little bit higher because they both jumped. But you want to see that.
Yeah.
You don't want to penalise someone for that.
Name any AFL player who's played even country league for longer than 10 years as an adult. They've had surgery. Everything is fucked. Their knees are gone, their ankles are cactus.
Yeah.
More than likely some sort of back injury. It's not a sport where you retire and you're fine.
Yeah, they can't remember the kids' names.
And there's Danaher taking on two players. That'll be fucking fantastic. He's loving life. He's got 2 people by the jumper. Neither of them have noticed. Oh, look at that.
It's not exactly Dippy Domenico, is it? God, that looks like a small footy.
It just looks like a ball of stress. He's just really calm fucking down, guys. All right, just fucking up. I've got this. I've got this.
Big post. The big post. It's the big post. It's the big post. Big post. Big post. Fuck.
Well centered.
Yeah. I think Travis Cloak would be prime candidate for medicinal marijuana. Calming down, like for each quarter, just all right, Travis, it'll be okay, just chill out, man, you'll be right.
Candidate, yes.
I think he'll be.
I think Collingwood would be sponsored by them if they made it legal.
I think Collingwood would be selling it to him, but.
He's doing the test, is he?
And like that part, I'll agree with. Like the proper treatment after injuries have happened, especially with concussion, should definitely be there. But I don't think you can protect everyone from life. And if you become an AFL footballer,
look at that!
Look at the balance.
And just a quick palm off, and then bang goal.
Yeah. As soon as he's kicked it, the finger's gone up.
There's not much dislike about Swanee.
And look at that. I reckon there's only 18 players on the field, but 24 of them will come over and give him a straight in the ass.
Yeah.
3 of them are just spectators. Looks like Gary Lyons' son on the left there.
I don't know who he is, but he looks Irish.
I'll go with that.
Dude down the front looks like that English comedian that has a thing with a double bass.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I know the guy. It's the guy that isn't Tim Vine from the sketch show.
Look at that palm off.
Fuck it.
Yeah, really.
It's like when you see lions running towards the camera in David Attenborough stuff.
Yeah.
You see them coming forward, some fucking jackal's trying to get its food. No, you can fuck right off. The zebra's mine. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I got this.
I got this,
Well,
man.
see if he gets tackled again. The most tackled man on the field. And he started as a sub.
Fucking hell.
We'll be better than that.
Every 10 seconds, some bloke's got his arms around him. It's ANZAC Day, not Mardi Gras. Oh, here we go. Danaher.
Great tackle.
Oh, that was a great chase and tackle.
And
Danaher had time to look.
I don't know about that.
Up and
You see, that was a side bottom or 2?
Simon had the original kick. He didn't do that fuck up though.
The fuck up was 2. Then.
Yeah.
Shame. Good player, I don't mind him.
Yeah, well.
In the same mould as the side bottom. Just developed nicely, done what you want him to do.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the Essendon bench?
I was trying to think of some doppelgangers. Yeah, I got nothing.
Thanks for contributing.
Well, you asked, so.
No, not at all.
Don't agree with that either.
Alright. You said, who's the rest of the Essendon bench?
No, where is the rest of the bench?
Where are they?
Who? Fuck it out.
Fuck.
I'm always one step ahead.
What is that? I'm trying to think of him now. Oh, Maxie's done alright there. And
that was dumb as shit. That was.
Oh, okay.
Time appropriate.
I didn't see there was only a couple of seconds left. 3 goals into 3/4 time. Doing alright with that.
To be fair, did Essendon score that quarter?
Yes. Ooh, hang on.
2 points.
2 points, you're right, yeah.
That's
41
a
each.
bloody great effort after coming from, I'm pretty sure they were 40, no,
It was 40. It was like 40 to 3 at one stage. Or
yeah,
something
but it was like 33-4 in the first quarter or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a hell of a turnaround.
Swanee's probably had only 3 effective minutes so far, but geez,
He's
the most
good
dangerous
3 minutes,
person, most dangerous person on the ground.
Now that Essendon got to respond.
Oh,
What's it
fucking
like?
hell. Really?
For a quarter where Collingwood kicked 3 goals to nothing. It's only 3 goals. It's still a tight quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the umpire put his hands up like play on and realised it was about 8 metres away from what it fucking should have been.
And the thing is, in these big matches, it's always, the last quarter is like a reset. It's like, forget whatever happened in the last 3 quarters, one team knows that they've got to go all out attack to win this game. The other team is like, we have to hold on to this game.
Yeah, but 3 goals is not enough to hold on.
It's not, it's just that mentality of we're winning, so we've got to make sure we win. The other team's like, just throw caution to the wind and just take it.
I don't know, for an ANZAC Day game, I think you'd be like, let's fucking bury them. Let's just 10 goal, 20 goal, 30 goal win, don't care.
Of course.
We would have spent so much emotion even at this stage.
Yeah.
It's something that all the talk all weeks about this one game.
Yeah.
Every single one of their mates and family is asking.
Oh, a falcon!
Tickets.
That was a huge falcon.
I love that the Falcon's a thing.
Yep.
It should have been sponsored by Ford.
Yeah, so they said they cancelled the Falcons, so
how
they're fucked.
But I mean, if you were the Ford marketing guy, that'd be your ad.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a Falcon, and then show someone getting Falcon, and then show the car. Fucking, I've saved Ford Australia right there.
One massive problem.
What's that?
Toyota sponsors the footy. I don't think they're going to allow it. You try to find a way around it.
Yeah.
You show country games or something.
Ford sponsored Geelong. So
that's true.
There's obviously ways around it. You just sponsor a couple of teams and then only show clips from them.
I've got a feeling that's the longest going sponsorship in the AFL.
Would be canned now, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it's canned yet, but
there's no jobs.
It's on Struggle Street.
No manufacturing over in Geelong, so I don't know why they'd bother.
I think they're still there for now, or not for much longer.
I'm
not sure.
Mainly because the president, he had good friendships with the people at Ford.
Ford have been sponsoring Geelong for 88 years.
I mean, personal relationships.
But anyway.
So, last quarter of ANZAC Day, there's been a lot of discussion about should ANZAC Day be shared around? Should it be, a grand final replay? Should it be, given to some of the other struggling clubs?
I think only make another game on that day if it's going to be special. So, say if you played it in Gallipoli or something like that, you know what I mean? Not just another round where everyone says, this is a bit of a rivalry.
New Zealand.
That's okay.
Don't even say that, because this year there's 5 games on ANZAC Day, none of them overlapping.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, because the ANZAC Day falls on a Saturday, I think. So the first game is actually over in New Zealand, with St Kilda and whoever they play. And then there's the main event, and then there's a twilight one, and then there's a night one, and one over in WA. It's on a Saturday, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but I just want to have them only on there if they matter for a reason that's not to do with on the football field. So if they're in a different country, it'd be like the MCG in Collingwood and Essendon will always be the MCG in Collingwood and Essendon. Okay, keep that one, but make it somehow special in a different way. So New Zealand, I agree with. That's cool.
What's the argument to just have Collingwood and Essendon?
They built it. They made ANZAC Day what it is.
But the same thing could be said out of North and Friday Night Football.
Yeah, that's a day of the week.
Yeah, true
not
enough.
One day a year. But certainly there's something to be said about that. But for one day, Collingwood and Essendon, it was their idea, or Sheedy's idea.
Yeah.
Mainly. But they made it into the biggest home and away game of the year. I think they've earned it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair argument. And I think, you put in the hard work, you make your own bed, you got to lay in it.
Having said that, this year it's on a Saturday. It doesn't mean you wipe out the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 games back to back.
Yeah.
I don't know, or 5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there should be other games.
You tell everyone else to play on Thursday.
Yeah.
Like ANZAC Day's got yours and it's tied down. No, don't fuck with that. It's a winning combination. Don't fuck with it.
Oh, Dempsey.
Bumped from both sides, tackled.
I tell you what,
has he got an effective stat yet?
At 3/4 time, you reckon he would have just gone, it's on the ball. That's rough.
That was actually
a bit fucking rough.
So
he's got a post.
In both sides, grabs the ball, pulls it in. I get what they're saying.
He didn't really drag it in, he just tried to pick it up. But you reckon at 3/4 time, he would have just had a kick with the runner, just so he could have one.
No, the runner fucking tackled him too.
Water boys come over and tapped his ankles or something.
There he goes.
Just pick it up. That's bloody horrible when the ball's just gone behind you and you bend over it.
It looked a bit like though he was trying to angle his head to get a free kick.
Oh, well done. Bad luck. Great second.
No, it's almost a case of holding the ball there. It didn't look like he got a hand to it. No, he just dropped it.
He's done well there, Frost.
Danaher hanging at the back door. If you're a bloke his height, shouldn't you be going in and crashing the pack?
No, he was out. If that ball spilt over, he was out. But he was involved in the contest. Just thinking, McCaffrey running with Watson. Done all right this game, hasn't he?
Yes. I mean, Watson's always going to do his, 2 or 3 or 5 things that are going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Little individual pieces because he's a good player, but you figure those into your plan when you're putting someone on them.
Do you if you were Buckley, you tag Watson instead of Heppel?
Yeah, I think you have to just because of the leadership and momentum he can bring by. He's got so much respect from the players and things that they really look at him to lead a team. So I think you've got to really tie it down.
That's your defensive plan 1 is shut down Watson.
Yeah. I mean, it's not because Dyson isn't just as dangerous. It's just the effect that.
No, he's not. I don't rate Heppel that highly.
Really?
Nowhere near Watson's level.
Different roles, but no, I think he can change the game just as much, but in a different way. Not in a hard leadership way. He just do one things that are just highly skilled.
Oh, here goes Swanee again, speaking of leadership ways.
But won't take Heppel doing everything himself. He'll do those 1 or 2 things that are past. That's looking a couple of steps ahead of play, or he'll just find himself loose space when he needs to.
Yeah, that's a nothing injury. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I'd always go to Watson first.
Yeah.
For the same reason. If he starts taking the game apart, it lifts everybody up.
Yeah.
But that's what, like, Watson on a good game brings other players in.
Yeah.
Heppel doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, even just there, Swanee had the ball, he tried to get a quick handball out to Cloak, in the goal square.
Yeah.
Cloak kicks that, and all of a sudden his game lifts. But
yeah.
He didn't kick it, but, that's the sort of effect he can have.
Mm.
Well, that's a point. Who would you rather have, Swanee or Watson?
Swan, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I think Watson's a brilliant player, and I think.
Yeah.
Well, possibly.
I think both get 100%. Both got heart. I think Swan's just better.
I think he's better at running through packs.
Collingwood fans might not like to do it, but they are very similar players.
Yeah, I still take Swanee in there.
I think so.
I think Watson's probably a little bit more mobile. Swan's probably a little bit harder.
It's funny like that. They're both. Neither of them are quick off the mark, but they're always moving.
Yeah,
and they have very good hand speed.
Yeah,
like the ability to get a quick handball out is brilliant.
Think fast, handball fast, and both very well balanced.
And they seem to be very good at first decisions.
Yep.
They tend to make a lot of just correct.
You don't often see them struggling to make a decision either. They have the first option, they take the first option, and it's normally a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice effort in the goal line. But,
well, he did everything he could. And he probably tried to argue the point, but...
it was an advertisement for Jim.
That's one of the things now is that I'd like to see...
Talking about handballs.
No, I was talking about like arguing the points on goals.
Yeah.
It's pretty much guaranteed to go to replays, and then there's
going
to be contention about it. So there's no point in pretending. There's no point in pretending you touched it or pretending you didn't touch it or anything like that.
Yeah, you might convince the goal umpire, but you're not going to convince the umpire upstairs.
Yeah, they don't let pet umpiring in AFL.
Yeah, it's not the NRL.
Oh, turning into it. 13 minutes to go, start thinking about your Brownlow votes. Boys,
yeah.
Don't tell me I'm there.
No, I wouldn't go there. There's still a lot of footy to go.
One thing I didn't cover. Collingwood this year had 11 wins, finished 11th. From 2013, that's down from 14 wins and finishing 6th, where they bowed out in the first week of the finals. But it's 11 wins and 11th with an asterisk, because like I said, that injury was horrible. That injury toll.
Yeah.
Yeah, should mark that one. They were tearing things up at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And they're tearing things up all through the year. That was a fucking problem.
Yeah, tearing hamstrings, tearing calves.
Yep.
Oh, that.
So you're getting towards where we think they're going to finish this year?
We'll do that. But yeah, you're right, getting towards it. Look at that, 22 possessions, 3 goals.
It's been a quality of 22 possessions.
Exactly right. It's not his usual.
It's not 35, but everything he's done's been crisp. And I mean, he's had one out of bounds and a full that I remember. But
it's a step too many probably there from
being to it. Gets it back. It's a shot. Jeez, that's a decent
goal.
shot.
That's a goal.
That's a great goal. The Raymond.
Beams.
That's not Beams,
Isn't it?
No.
Used to be a time when you could tell a Collingwood player by his tattoos. Those days are gone.
Jamie Elliott taking an absolute screen as usual. It's hard to recognise him when he's on the ground.
Oh, fucking.
He loves rubbing that ball
I
on
think
the
he's
ground.
like sticking his ass in the air.
Bit of a spit, got a hand.
What? What are you going to fucking do?
Probably not too many steps there from Jamie Elliott, but you know what? Gets the handball back, gets the finish.
And with a play like that, you want to see it let go.
Oh, so that's a stupid place to kick it from. But fuck, it's a brilliant kick.
Oh, it's a great kick.
I think they should have like a bit of an NBA approach to those points where if breaking the rules results in a really awesome play, just let it go, you know. Doesn't matter if you take 5 steps without a dribble, it's okay. As long as you dunk it and...
If ESPN is going to show it on SportsCenter?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, a bit of a slap in the face.
Nothing in it, but just letting him know. Letting him know.
I think he challenged him to a duel.
That's an interesting decision to kick out of that pack.
Yeah.
Get tackled.
Oh, you got one. You got a kick.
You got a kick away.
And it was even.
Should have got tackled.
It was even to a player.
It's never too late in the game to learn.
Especially when you can't be subbed off.
Bruce, he loves that coming up the
Well
corridor.
done from Maxi. He was a step too late to affect the contest.
Yeah, but he did well. Just holding up that one step and just interrupt the flow of that run.
Bang!
Beautiful
Well
run.
done.
What run?
Pay it.
He ran from centre half back the whole way down just to make that tackle in the end.
That was a great tackle. Worth the free kick. I mean,
that's worth a contract extension. And he's avoided getting the back.
Great handball actually from Carlisle.
Yeah.
But still, saved a goal.
Yep.
Actually, saves careers.
Great hands.
Did well to corral that one.
Yep. Could have done better with the kick.
Could have done better, but with the pressure and you've got to kick a snap
get
on
up. Yeah, you still thump the turf. Don't bother getting up yet because the ball's not still in play.
Yeah, I reckon he's knackered.
There's the frustration.
He's done. Something like that,
was headed to the bench.
Yeah. They put the cue in the rack. You've done well, son. There you go. Have a shower.
So we're saying Watson was quiet. A couple of moments of brilliance from penalties, but otherwise quietish.
Yeah, yep.
I think
best and fairest for Collingwood this year.
Watson's in around the ball so much that a lot of his possessions are actually
little tiny ones.
Yeah, little tiny hands out of packs that the umpires see that everyone else doesn't. Oh, good body. Oh, bad luck.
Oh, it's an interesting handball.
Isn't it? Put it through the goal, son.
You see the hand put up, it's like, yeah, no, that was shit, sorry.
It's one of those ones where he knows he can't rush it through, but Jesus, made it look as hard as physically possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
he got tackled again.
I was just thinking, I want to see a stat for veteran moves, but then we have to classify what makes you a veteran. Like, what's the actual cut-off date for veteran, you reckon?
250.
Like, long service, 7 years?
250 matches.
250, yeah.
People get injured, though.
Harsh.
People get injured. That's the thing. I think it's really longevity in the game.
I'm going to say 8 years.
Because I reckon it's about rapport, as opposed to how many games you play. How long you've been around and how many times you've
got to have at least 150.
had a beer with enough people. And
I feel like
there'd definitely be a game limit that you'd have to play.
150 or played for more than 3 clubs.
See, but then you're counting Cole Chaney. He counts because he's played he's at his 3rd club.
No, I'd say 150
That's a veteran move.
150 and 7 years. That's what I'm going. Long service.
But
what do you reckon?
7 years, you've played games in 7 years. So
Yeah,
you haven't been on a list for 3 years and then...
Yeah.
And I feel like it shouldn't be 150 games. It should be some random number, like 164.
Yeah. So there's always like...
just to fuck over the person who's got 163.
Yeah, let's find out who's got 163.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We'll research it first.
We'll find somebody that's just sitting there.
By the next episode, we'll have sorted the stuff out.
You're really underestimating the level of research I'm putting in.
Well,
hey, you've got advantage, so Dennis, you could get a kick.
Boom. And he's kicked 2 advantages as well. Well done. And listen to the crowd. Jeez, they're going to it.
Ah, mate. Well, as you should be. 2 goals in it. 10 minutes left. Zaharakis loves an ANZAC day and he's fucked that kick good and proper.
Less than pleased with himself.
Alright, sugar and peptides. Do we have Essendon next game?
No,
Oh shit, they did well, didn't they?
they made finals.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they did well. Nah, actually, it was one of the games of the year, actually, the finals.
They did well considering all the other crap going on. And I really hope this is the last season we can say that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it feels like it is.
honestly,
Yeah.
no one's died. James Hurd's still got a job.
Just give him a different job. Like, I love the guy. You know, I'm not saying that he's knowingly at fault, but naivety isn't an excuse. So you got to just move him into somewhere else, maybe at least for a year. You know.
Yeah, probably not youth development.
I think he sat out last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't really not the coach.
Oh, well
you know what I
done,
mean?
chap.
Yeah.
Running with the flight of the ball, just kept going.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Watson, you could sweat better.
Absolutely would.
That's a good quick kick there. Might not have hit a
Running
player,
onto it.
Oh, the over out there, that was a bit of ANZAC Day special. One for the troops.
That's it. I'm trying to think back. Has there really been a big melee on ANZAC Day? There must have been.
Sure, there would have been.
They don't stick out in my mind.
No, I think
Good footy sticks out in my mind.
the last time there would have been back when you had
Back in the day.
cotton Guernseys or wool Guernseys, you know, the old ones, the ones that used to itch your nipples and shit. The days of Dacos and...
Well, the first ANZAC Day game, I think it was post Dacos's career.
Yeah, I'm sure
it was a
it was.
draw. And that's what really set the scene for these kind of games.
Okay.
Oh, that's...
Not good
Ooh,
enough.
G post.
It looked good off the boot.
Comes
I'll
back.
tell you what, every chance Essendon they've had.
So what do you guys think about the hitting the post being a point?
Yeah.
Would you rather be back in play or
Nah,
give us a point?
Because it makes it too difficult, I think, to umpire. 1 point.
And plus, I don't think we need to fuck with the game every single season.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I know they did trial it a couple of times in the pre-season. Hit supposed to play on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's a great idea, the trialling everything in the pre-season.
Yeah.
Like the super goals, brilliant. I don't want to see them in the regular season.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's interesting then. Because that was the next thing I was thinking was super goals. They've been trialling it in the pre-season for 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I like it as a novelty
Yeah.
in the pre-season.
Yeah.
But why is it still there? If you're trialling it for 10 years, you're not putting it into the regular season, why is it still there?
No, I think the pre-season stuff is like T20 cricket. Like, it's...
No, I care about T20 cricket. I don't care about pre-season. But anyway, keep going. Sorry.
There's stuff they can do there it's fine, but you don't bring those rules in Test cricket. The same as down the leg sides are wide in T20 and one-days, not in Test cricket.
Free hits with no balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair
That's the same
enough.
sort of thing. You've got your top shelf level of sport, which is Test cricket or the AFL regular season, and then you've got the, still important and still want to have a go, but really it's
What do you think for
not
it?
quite
Yeah,
Swanage.
Yeah, but see, it's a good explanation. But I think T20 it's still a legitimate international game.
It is now.
Pre-season
in
footy
development.
Yeah.
AFL could not care.
Let's see.
Remember when it was back in the day when they started it up, it was all...
hit and giggle, they kept calling it.
Yeah, or like when
Just
they had
enough.
Max Cricket and bloody Hong Kong 8s
sixes
or
and
whatever it was.
something, stupid thing.
Yeah, it was more a novelty thing. And the pre-season cup's kind of like that. Like, everyone wants to have a good showing and do well, but it's still a little bit of, let's just get some kids in there, let's just sort of iron out the kinks.
I was saying, there's always that picture of Grant Thomas and Lenny Hayes holding the Wizard Cup and looking like they were at a funeral. They just could not give a shit. But anyway, there's no more pre-season cup. There's just games.
My opinion of it is that there's a chance to trial different aspects that we can change in a game.
And that is the time to trial it.
But it's not like we have a limited amount of things we can change from the pre-season cup. So I think the Super Goals, they worked in regards to the fans liked them, but general consensus is we don't want them in the actual regular season game.
It's just the
but
novelty.
They found a place in the pre-season game. I don't think that you need to change it just because it's a place to trial things, because it's not an and/or situation. It's that you can have that Super Goal and change something else in the game. It's not like you have to get rid of it because you're going to trial something else. I think it's found its home in the pre-season game.
Just trying to make something interesting about the pre-season besides.
Yeah,
and we can keep that and change different things as well. I think it's a good chance.
Maybe they can do the same with the State of Origin stuff then.
Yeah, and the thing is, if we keep doing that, we're going to find things that we can actually come across to improve the regular season games.
Isn't it funny that the deliberate rush behind rule was never trialled to my knowledge in the pre-season, and they brought it straight in?
Yeah.
Well, it was the same with the boundary gate.
I talk about the I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was a result of
one game.
Yeah.
One single incident.
And then they brought in bloody post-it notes
ticket.
And stuff.
They
dumped that pretty quick.
It was like one of those parties where they didn't want to buy a liquor license, so you go to someone and you buy tickets, and you take those tickets to the bar, and they'd give you your beers. And
down there getting pushed off the ball way too easy.
And in the end, it was all still illegal anyway, so it didn't matter.
Oh, look at that. That's well done. Jeez.
Off balance, smart decision. You know that?
Yeah.
He had to do it. I'm just thinking,
how many games has he played, or how long has he been around? Because that would count as a veteran move if he's a veteran. That's one stat.
164.
Not enough. He hasn't played enough.
You lose. So
between veteran and rookie, I guess. Regular?
It's just a state of is.
That's a state of is move.
Player. I think player.
Yeah. That's just the slate. The slate. It's clean. You've got there.
It's a very small gap. We'll put it that way.
So Essendon have probably had a lot of the attack in the last few minutes, but they just
haven't.
A bit of don't argue. You've got a effective handball. Well done, lad.
Clear possession.
And the thing is, this part is my favourite because it's where you find the real heroes of games like this happen, because everyone's fatigued, not only from the game, but from the whole lead up to the game, the whole week.
And that's great to remember that.
Yeah, and you're so tired that you're just acting on instinct, and you're doing things that you didn't think you were able to do.
And you start to go manic. It was a great play from Lumumba. Didn't get the handball there either, but it's good to see him.
He ran. And I think the thing was that he's running down the field, someone has to be responsible for him.
Unrewarded running. Sometimes it's sounds silly, but it's one of the skills that gets in the play.
And to be honest, one of the people that I saw do it best was Richo. If you actually go to the game and watch him run just the whole fucking game.
And for the Hawks, Chance Bateman used to be the best.
Yes, he did.
He run the length of the field to create an option, and sometimes it takes a defender to go look after him, leave somebody else open. Again, you don't appreciate that unless you go to the game and see what happens.
And just like I was saying before, that mark by Cloak, brilliant mark, important mark, it's a big moment, and those are things that just kill you. And I think that will be the difference between him being one of the true legends of Collingwood and just being someone that you always could have done better.
Actually, there was a question raised about full forwards earlier in the week in legend status.
Yep.
There's two guys up for it.
Yep.
Who do you induct first? Plugger or Lockett? Plugger or Lockett?
Dunstall.
Plugger or Dunstall?
Who do you nominate first?
You're Plugger.
Plugger. But having said that, I mean, they're both obvious ins. Plugger.
Yeah.
You can't beat the record goal kick. No. That has to be a legendary thing because
it's the record.
Yeah.
And I can't see it being broken anytime soon. At least not in the way the game's currently played.
No.
I'll tell you what, if Lance Franklin lives out his contract, he might have a shot, but...
true.
No, It's plenty.
And it's just, you remember the consistent 6 to 10 goals a game. And like a breakout game was like 10 to 15.
I mean, you kicked 16 goals straight one
Yeah,
game against
yeah,
Fitzroy.
yeah.
And so, I think I remember that game, 10 goals to half time, then he
Yeah.
started to almost go to Biff. He got dragged.
And
He
there was
on the
one.
bench.
There was another game that week where someone kicked a fucking bucket load as well.
It was
I'm
Sab
pretty
Rocky,
sure.
14.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get a game in this game, though.
Plugger.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I don't know. You think it's like
I was just trying to think of like when he's at full pace on a lead, how do you stop him?
You get the fuck out of the way is what you do.
You
And hope he falls
don't
over.
put some loose man in his way because that won't stop.
I tell you,
They will die.
there's about 4 blokes, I reckon, in the AFL who would stand in his way. None of them should.
Yeah.
You know.
Remember that that famous clip of Lockett when he was injured, playing for St Kilda, and he threw a crutch at someone?
Eddie Maguire, he threw the crutch.
Yeah,
Eddie
exactly.
Maguire.
I don't even realise that was Eddie Maguire.
Oh, is that what you can say?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry, man. Sorry, I just stepped all over it, man.
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, he threw it at the camera, but yeah, Eddie
But
Maguire was there.
that
I tell you
deserves
what,
an award.
If you had a chance to throw a crutch at Eddie Maguire,
Yeah.
you know what, having said that, Eddie cops a lot of flack because he opens his mouth so often, but he's done well for Collingwood.
He's one of the hardest working presidents out there.
But he's a
If not
fucking
hardest working
cocksucker.
bloke in footy.
He's always got Collingwood front of mind. As a media personality, you might not like that, everyone else, but as a Collingwood person, you're very appreciative.
Honestly, I
They
believe
were
that.
a rabble when he took over.
I honestly believe that if he had the option of having a career or benefiting Collingwood, he'd hand his resignation in tomorrow. Like if they said you can't do any media any further, if you
The only thing I don't like
Collingwood
about
made
Eddie is that when I was working at casino, he comes in there like he was fucking king shit and starts throwing his name around and pissing people off, and then when they were getting angry, he was trying to give them more attitude, going, "Oh, don't you know I'm still from Broadmeadows? I still got friends there." And I'm like, dude, you're sitting around a whole bunch of Vietnamese and Chinese drug dealers.
They don't care.
I'm pretty sure that they got current friends from right in this building, and I don't know, it's pretty far to Broadmeadows, and it's not a smart move, dude. Not a smart move.
Actually,
You're also a phone call away, but there's a whistle.
Yeah. There's just over there, buddy.
in a segue, I'm putting Grundy down for 1 vote.
Oh, we'll get to that in 2 seconds. There's
yeah.
one more thing I wanted to say, and that's Joffa in the crowd.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 3 goals up, and he's pulled out the yellow jacket. Confident, but doing well.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of respect for Joffa because I've seen plenty of games where Collingwood's getting thumped by 100.
He's
Staying the whole
there.
game, yeah. And
there.
this is what footy's about. Is about getting people like that to the game.
Yep.
That's why you're on the field.
Oh, good.
So you got to respect anyone who dedicates their
notice,
life
Chloe.
to their team.
I'd love to sit down and have a chat with Joffa.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Like people like that are what keep this game going. Regardless if you hate the team, you got to love that sort of passion, dedication.
All right, since you said it, Josh, and sorry we were going off on a tangent there. 1 vote for Grundy. Where are your other votes going?
Well, 2 vote. Kind of. I know the rule of thumb is to give the 2 vote to the losing team's best player, but I think it's been shared around so much. I guess I'll pick out Heppel, but and then the 3 vote. I'm going to put Swanee, even though he's had probably only 5 good minutes. They've been 5 fucking great minutes.
I think about 26 touches and 4 goals to this point, or 3. I can't remember. Yeah, Ben, who you got?
I'm going side bottom, then I'm going Swan, and then this is a tough one. This is the tough one. If Cloak had hit goals, we'd on Cloak.
Yeah.
But
how many times can we say that?
to be honest, I think I've got to go Fletcher.
Well done.
Fletch?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
It's a veteran vote.
That's a veteran vote.
Well, he hasn't played full back. He's been playing more centre half back towards the wing. But
He's had 2 kicks.
he's stopped. Well, yeah. Well, what I saw of him, he was actually stopping play going forward.
Stick by
So
your vote.
he was like, it was that kick. You know, that kick that's going to free him up. He was in that gap a lot of the time.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is one of the times I think the closest we've ever got to the actual votes.
Really?
Dane Swan gets the ANZAC medal in this game. He also got the 3 votes. Still side bottom for the 2.
Yep.
And I agree with both of those. And Heppel for the 1 vote. I don't
Yeah.
know about that, to be honest,
Yeah.
but he probably is the best player for Essendon on the day.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think a lot of it is the mentality around it. Like you see a game like this where it's been pretty close all match.
Yep.
So you can't.
Well, except for the first quarter.
Well, yeah, you don't really want to give one team all the voting players, but I think Essendon did have a more even contribution, whereas the stars of Collingwood stood up.
I would have picked Jesse White, and I thought he had a good game.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about him.
I thought he did okay.
And even though Collingwood finished outside the 8 this year for reasons, they can take away they won the ANZAC Day game.
Plus,
you absolutely would.
They only played 3 quarters.
Yeah,
that's a huge, especially a big occasion. It's really easy to get your head down after the first quarter, and it's a struggle, especially when you give the other team such momentum.
How would you feel if you're Cloak though? Do you go, yeah, we won the match, or do you go, fuck, I had a shot?
I go, thank fuck, I got a job.
$800,000 I'm getting paid this year. That's all right. All right, so
$800,000, 23 matches. That's
Dad.
I need another tattoo.
11 wins, finished 11th in 2014. Where you got them in 2015?
I got them 13th. I think that's where they'll slot in.
Slide down a little bit.
I think they'll slide down a little bit, but it's really... I don't think they'll improve. I'm pretty sure of that. I think it'll be a resistance to rebuilding year, if that makes sense.
Josh, where you got them?
I got them 10th. I reckon I'll do alright, but I reckon some other teams are going to go shitter. But I can't see making finals. I just don't see it.
I've actually got them dropping down to 14th. I think losing Beams hurts real bad.
Yeah.
And they've lost a lot of experience. They need Brown to come back to play in their back line. But their back line stood up a little bit. But, geez, if Cloak can kick straight, they could finish in the top 4.
But we've been saying like a Cloak's whole career.
Exactly
That's
right.
it.
So I've got them actually as one of the sliders this year.
I think the chances of Cloak kicking straight for a whole season are basically nil.
Yeah.
I think
it cost games.
Honestly, I think he'd be better off season. Just is he left or right legged?
He doesn't know.
Whatever he likes to shoot with, just start from scratch on the other foot, because you got that chance to start from scratch.
You got either do that or you say, mate, you're a centre half back.
Yeah.
I think,
to be honest,
honestly, I think that's a bad option. I think put him in centre half back for some of the matches against lower ranked teams.
He could be the next Chrissy Tarrant. Sticking in the back line.
He's
fast.
All-Australian forward to an All-Australian football.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, you need a gorilla to play on a gorilla, and there aren't many bigger gorillas than him.
Yeah.
That'll be a very interesting thing to see, I reckon.
Yeah, and especially like we said, with picking up a couple more forwards in the draft net.
Well, either way, I think Collingwood are going to be one of the most interesting stories to follow in 2015, because if they do finish where I've picked them in 14, there'll be big questions asked. But if everything goes right, they could finish right up there.
And that's the key is that all indicators say they're going to finish outside the 8 and about 34th, but they've got the potential to go right up there.
Yeah.
If everything goes right. There's some teams where even if everything goes right, they're fucked.
Yeah.
I think even at their best, they're still going to struggle to match Hawthorn. They'd probably be on par with Geelong at their best.
That sounds right up there.
Yeah.
Geelong are on a bit of a downward run. But I just can't see them threatening to appear in a grand final.
Losing Beams hurts.
I think grand finals out of the question. But when I say up there, I mean they're going to play finals and maybe the 4th spot. That's if all goes to plan. Obviously, I picked them 13th, so I don't think they'll do it, but I think they have potential to get there if everything goes to plan.
And let's face it, there's 17 other teams out there, and fans of 17 other teams that would love to see Collingwood and Buckley fail.
Yeah.
So if they don't, and everything goes right, and finish right up there, you can really stick it in a lot of people's faces.
Yeah.
I think
including ours.
Including ours.
I think to the base level of the average level of ability in AFL has gone up now since GWS and Gold Coast are both starting to get their games together. There's no rest games. Even Melbourne has had some great spots. Thankfully they don't have much in the way of silver lining.
Yeah.
All right, so Collingwood fans, I hope you enjoyed reliving the ANZAC Day win from 2014. Let's see if it goes the same way next year.
Yeah, and if you guys make finals, feel free to shoot us a message and say we were fucking wrong. We'll cop that. For those of you you need email, so steal someone's computer and send it to us.
Okay, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.